If you're a realtor, there's only one video that you need to make right now. If you're like me, you probably overthink and overanalyze all of your content strategy, and that gets in the way of you actually getting anything done. If that sounds like you, what I want you to do is put all those plans aside for a second, and let's focus on making this one video together. This video is the shortest distance between you hitting upload and you getting your first warm lead. I'm talking about this is Calgary, located in Western Canada on the edge of the Rocky Mountains, a city where over 100 people a day are moving. Today I'll share why so many people are coming here, what you can expect when you get here, and why for some of you, this might be the biggest mistake of your life. The moving to video. This is a video that every agent needs because it's an overview of the market that they're working within. It talks about the lifestyle, the amenities, the things to do, what to expect, cost of living. This is a piece of content that will go to work for you. Now we're going to be covering why it works so well. We're also going to cover how to research and script for a video like this, how to shoot and produce it, and then of course, how to optimize it so it actually generates you views and business. If you're visiting this channel for the first time, my name is Brad McCallum and I'm a realtor out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And over on my main channel, I've built a $100 million a year business based solely on property tours. It's only been recently that I've actually decided to create the kind of content that I'm talking about in today's video. So why now? Well, simply put, if you're a brand new agent in the business or an established agent that's been doing it for years, everyone could benefit from the thing that this video helps you achieve in your market. This video will make you top of mind. If you've seen any of my videos here on Branded Like Brad, you'll know that I do not create content to be YouTube famous or to be an online influencer or even to get brand deals. I want to attract my ideal client to me so the videos that I make actually bring me real estate business. That's what's so amazing about the Moving To videos, because it does just that. First off, this video will help establish you as an authority in your marketplace. And that reputation that you're building, that becomes your personal brand. So when you can actually share stats and facts, it shows that you're knowledgeable about your market. But even better, if you can weave in your own personal story, people will see your passion for where you live. They'll start to know you, they'll start to like you, and you're gonna build that trust over time. The second reason why I love this style of content is that it speaks to someone who has a high likelihood of buying or selling real estate in the near future. Think about it. If you're moving to a brand new community, what are you gonna do? You're probably gonna go onto Google and research everything you possibly can about it, consuming all of the information that will help you either reaffirm the decision to move there or make the decision in the first place. The third reason that this content works so well is that it is evergreen. You put in all this work to make the video, and then it goes to work for you in the months and years to come. But it only does that if you do it in the right way. So today we're gonna talk about the structure of this video so it stays relevant for a long period of time. And believe me, there is no better feeling than getting a lead from a video that you created 2 or 3 years ago. All right, let's get started. Step 1 is researching and scripting this video. And don't worry, every one of these videos, even though they're all gonna be slightly different, they all contain the same basic ingredients. Geography and demographics. Where do you live? Who lives there? What's nearby? That sort of thing. Next, you'll want to cover general statistics and facts, stuff about the economy, maybe the cost of living or real estate. Now, don't get too specific on the numbers here because they won't be relevant for a long period of time, so keep your details a little bit higher level. And remember, don't use industry-specific terms. Talk like normal humans, not like realtors, and you'll get so much further. What is there to actually do in your town? Is there really cool festivals? Are there awesome communities to go visit? Maybe it's a lifestyle or a vibe that people go to your community for. That's the kind of thing you can cover in this video. Resist the temptation to try to make a piece of content that's for absolutely everyone. Don't sell your city. Talk about its pros, talk about its cons. That will actually help you build trust in the viewer's mind. And finally, the most important part about researching and scripting a YouTube video is to throw away the script and actually just share your personal story. You see, at the end of the day, it's not the stats and the figures that are gonna make someone fall in love with your town. So share your experience and be their guide. Because if you can be their guide in this, then who knows, maybe you can help guide them to buying the right house. In the past, researching for a video like this could take forever, but these days we've got AI. So I want you to go and use ChatGPT 4 to start gathering some of the framework for this script. And don't worry about the limitations that it's only ever studied the internet up to the end of 2021, because now there are 2 new plugins that can study and analyze YouTube videos. They can look at any web link or article, and they can summarize all the facts found within. They're called Web Pilot and Insights. They're simple, they're plugins. You can use them right inside of ChatGPT-4. Step 2 is filming and producing the video. Now don't worry, if you're just getting started, if you have little experience creating content, this is a very simple video to make because you can do it at home in your home office with very little budget. All you need is just a little bit of sweat equity. If you want to create higher quality videos, don't think that you just have to run out and hire a videographer. You can do this yourself. That's how I actually got started, was making my own content entirely. So if you're interested in learning more about how-tos and tutorials on how to film, light, create a studio, all that kind of stuff, subscribe to this channel. We've got so much more cool stuff coming down the road. Getting started is the important thing here. I know a lot of agents in this industry that have built 7-figure businesses with simple talking head videos about their markets. Guys like Malcolm Lawson and Jeremy Knight and so many others. Go do a little bit of research, get some inspiration, but I don't want you to think that you can get away with just a simple cell phone video here. You probably can, but there's gonna be a few things that you need to do right in order to make it more watchable. First off, you need good audio. That doesn't mean you need to spend a ton of money. Just get a simple lav mic that plugs into your phone, or maybe upgrade to a DJI or a Rode wireless system, something that you'll be able to use now and in the next year or 2 to come. If you want your video to do well on YouTube, you're going to need to capture and keep people's attention. And talking head videos, they can get pretty boring after a while, just seeing someone blab on. So this is why things like B-roll and titles and music can help so much to adding more interest to your video. If you're talking about a park, or if you're talking about the skyline, or you're talking about the nature, use video clips that actually showcase those things. These are great storytelling tools that will draw the viewer deeper into the story. If this is one of your first videos that you're creating, this is what I would do. I would write my script, and then I would look through it, and I would itemize all the places where there could be a shot that could help me tell that story. You might be wondering, when should I be capturing all this B-roll footage? Well, here's the thing. If you're committed to your YouTube channel and you're a busy realtor, you're all over the city all the time. Take your phone with you, take your drone with you, capture this content. You never know when you're gonna use it. Let's talk for a second about production value, because from the beginning of my career, I always focused on creating something that was really high production value, so it set my brand apart. And I can tell you guys, it works really well. So if you believe in this style of content, you might want to hire a videographer or an editor. Remember, this could be someone's first introduction to who you are and the city, so why not make your very best impression? One of the things that you'll see in my moving to Calgary video that I did was I actually got out of my home office and I went into the environment. If I'm talking about the economy, I'm downtown. If I'm talking about things to do, I'm out in the mountains. If I'm talking about local festivals, I'm at the Calgary Stampede. This can really help in your visual storytelling and help that viewer feel like, hey, this guy really knows and is connected to his city. The final step in our moving to video is learning how to optimize it for YouTube. But before we get into that, if you're curious about what equipment we use to create our high quality videos, well, I've got a video right here called What's in My Camera Bag. It's gonna break down a full list of all that gear. Okay, let's talk optimization, and it begins with your title. Before anyone ever sees your video, they're going to have to see a title and a thumbnail that's actually compelling enough for them to click. Let's workshop a title together. How about moving to Calgary? Well, it's good because it's simple and it's clear and the viewer easily knows what to expect when they click on that video. But is it relevant? Your titles should always have the element of curiosity or emotion or tension inside them. So here's a couple of variations on that same title that you can use to get more clicks. What you must know before moving to Calgary in 2024. That's pretty good. Don't make this mistake if you're moving to Calgary in 2024. These are variations that will motivate the viewer to click because it might be data that they actually need that will help them in making their decision. Your thumbnail. Now, this is even more important than your title. It's going to need to be very clear and very apparent what the video is about. You don't want to jam it full of all this extra text. In fact, what you want is the visual to communicate the message. So if you live in a city with a very distinct skyline or a landmark that everyone associates with that city, that's the picture that you should be using for this. Then you might want to add in some simple text, something like big mistake or why now or in 2024? Question mark. Some simple message that conveys a question or a problem that the video will solve. So YouTube and Google, they're both watching to see how people find your video. Do they watch it for a long period of time? What actions do they take after watching it? Is it relevant to the person's search query? The real goal here is that when someone's on Google searching something about your town, your YouTube link actually shows up. That's gonna generate you a ton more business. Remember, once your video's been uploaded, the optimizing is not over. If it's not performing well, if the title or the thumbnail is not working great, go on and try something different. And remember, next year, that moving to Calgary in 2024 video, all you have to do is change the title and thumbnail and it will still be relevant. What I love about this video is that it's really part of any great YouTube strategy because it will help to establish you as an authority in your market by giving you a launching point for creating more content about your market. Use this as the gateway and then build a playlist. From there, individual videos on communities or different aspects of your city, these are also evergreen pieces of content that will go to work for you for years to come. I want to help you build a strong personal brand. And the truth is, you're awesome. People should work with you. It's just not enough people know who you are yet. And that's really the purpose of this channel. So if you're interested in learning how to create that brand, all you gotta do is like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. Maybe drop me a comment or hit me up on social. Guys, I'm Brad. This is Brand Like Brad. See you next time.